Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Alex Dworkin, and I'm a managing partner at 40 Capital. We specialize in a very unique approach to the stock market analysis where we analyze the market and individual stocks in three-dimensional space. And by doing so, we can generate very accurate forecasts in both time and price and on multiple time frames. I personally believe our work is nearly identical to what Jim Simmons was able to accomplish at Renaissance Technologies, if you're familiar with that. And we are doing daily analysis videos. Today's stock is going to be Ford. We're going to be looking at Ford. And yeah, I encourage you to sign up or subscribe to our channel. It's a relatively new channel. We just started doing this, but we'll try to post one video per day, looking at various individual equities as well as the overall stock market. And I also included a number of links in the description of this video, including a link that describes our work in a little bit more detail, because I can talk about it for hours, but you can go in there, look at our calculations, look at our proof, and our trades, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's jump into Ford today. It's a stock that it's a very interesting stock that we've been following for quite some time because we've been anticipating an important bottom in the stock for quite some time, and we're gonna take a look at the charts and try to determine exactly when that bottom is gonna occur if it hasn't occurred already. So, for those of you not familiar with our work, what you see is some of the tools that we use. So the triangles you see on the top and the bottom represent cycle composites. If you're familiar with Hurst cycles, it's very similar to that, but it's very different at the same time because we use both up cycle composites and down cycle composites. And typically, what we found in our research is that down cycle composites are responsible for bottoms in stocks or the overall market, and top cycle composites are responsible for the tops. And it gets even more complicated than that, but that's the basics, because there are typically multiple composites running in any given stock or any given market. So multiple up and down composites. But if you put them together, if you know how to put them together properly, what you end up with is a stock market chart or a line that looks very similar to the actual output you see on a two-dimensional time and price chart. Okay. So what you're seeing here is our composite projections for the bottom. Obviously, this is a very important date right here. Let's click on that for a second, and we see November of 2024. So this particular cycle has a certain number of variants or a certain variance associated with it. Basically, the longer the cycle, the bigger the variance. Obviously, we are way outside of this particular variance, but the basic explanation is until the stock hits its price variable, the cycle will extend. So it is at extreme point of extension as we record this video, but nevertheless, that is what we have to deal with, unless this particular bottom that we saw in April is the actual bottom for Ford stock. Now, for the top projections, and I should mention that these, how come we don't have more than that? They're not. I need to Okay, here we go. Okay, so the lines you see on the chart are our what we call cycle clusters. Okay, and this is also very important timing variable that we use in order to confirm our um, uh, cycles here and pinpoint the location of any particular top or bottom with much greater precision. So what we have is we have a software that scans the chart of any a particular stock, the stock that we're working on, and identifies our proprietary cycles. Very important to mention, it's not just any cycles, it's our proprietary time cycles. And then it identifies them on the chart and then it projects them in the future. And this is very important. What we found over the years is that important turning points in any given stock or the overall market typically occur when there isn't a singular cycle arriving, but there are multiple cycles arriving at the same time. And the more the cycles and the more powerful they are, the more confident an investor should be that a turning point will occur at that juncture. Okay, so what I'm showing you here is one of these clusters that will arrive in the market in the very near future. Okay, so we have this is purely from the timing perspective. We have an important juncture here. We have a multi-year cycle low here, and subsequently we have an increase into the next major cycle top. First, a mid-cycle scheduled for 2027, and then um, uh, primary cycle scheduled for 2020, 2033. So what does that mean in basic terms? It means that Ford is about to put in a major bottom. And once that bottom is put in, Ford is expected to increase quite substantially going forward. So the question becomes, okay, so where is the bottom in terms of price and how far will it go? And I'll gladly ask those questions because I'm going to answer both of them for you right now. So we have a number of different tools, but this is a more of a visual one that shows you where the bottom is going to be. And um, in a second, I'll show you how far it's going to go after that. So you see the green regions are all possibilities associated with the stock at this particular time. So it can hit any of these green regions and then it's going to increase into the upper projection. Let's put it that way. So as you can see, the bottom that we had in April did not hit anything of value. In our work, it means that Ford stock did not hit any mathematical points of force. And that's very important because it indicates that it has to hit a point of force before a legitimate bottom is put in place. Okay, so you see this line here. This line is essentially a projection line of what we anticipate to happen in this particular stock going forward over the next couple of, let's say, weeks or months, and where the bottom is likely to be. Now, this is a big region between $6.30 to $8.24, and the bottom can essentially occur in any of these regions. Now we have much shorter work that helps us to identify with much bigger precision exactly where that turning point is going to be. And as you understand, I'm speaking in more of a general and analytical point of view because we ourselves are interested in taking position in the stock. So we do have much more precise forecasts associated with this particular bottom. But in general terms, this is good enough for everyone to see exactly where that particular bottom is going to be. So this green region, okay? And as I showed with time cycles before, we're working with quite a significant extension on our cycle um, composite, and our cycle cluster is coming up over the next 2 months on that particular specific date. So we anticipate that bottom, and then once that bottom has occurred, then we can anticipate a significant increase in stock. As you mentioned on the previous chart, I showed you that is going to first increase into 2027, probably trade in a range for a little bit, and then push even higher than that. So the question becomes, okay, well, how far are we going to go once this bottom occurs? And the answer to that question can be found in running our analytical software, and I believe it's this one is more appropriate, and it'll give us an answer in terms of the same green region of the upside projections. Okay, so as you can see, we have these levels that are around $20, still a pretty good return on investment. Couple of years, 200%, 300%. But in our work, typically this level is penetrated to the upside, and then the stock goes much higher. So 40, 50, the green in the region, the higher probability. So this very high probability region is located at $50 a share. So if the stock bottoms at $6, $7 a share and runs up to 50, you do the math. That's quite a significant return, particularly if the top is the mid-cycle top that is scheduled to occur in 2027. So if you're interested in this particular stock, I definitely encourage you to take a look and do your your own analysis to confirm what I'm telling you. But if you're interested in learning more about our analysis, I do encourage you to sign up for our free trial. Ford is one of the stocks that we following closely, and we actually have a not not only an analytical setup for it, we have a trade setup for it that we currently anticipate, and you can see all of that. There's no strings attached. It's absolutely free for 30 days. You can just sign up, no credit cards, nothing, and you will be able to see all of that information. I should say. So that's it. Probably tomorrow we'll come back. I'd like to show you the capability that our software has. So this is a kind of hands-on analysis of various tools that we have shown for individual stock. But our software actually has the capability to run an analysis for the entire S&P 500 and pick out stocks that will, for example, bottom soon or top soon, and pick out stocks with the best possible setups. And I'll describe all of that in our video tomorrow. So I encourage you to get the free trial link in the description of the video. I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. A lot more very valuable information is going to be coming out over the next couple of weeks, months, and for years, hopefully. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day ahead, and we'll be back with another video tomorrow. Bye bye.